how to get into a state. Well, my friend, in today's video, let us actually try to do this together. Let us do some form of small, really brief guided meditation to get you in a state so that you can not only understand how this works, but actually experience it for yourself. Because here is the truth. You have been reading Neville Goddard and practicing the law of assumption for a while already, and you have found it to be successful from time to time, while at other times you have been doubting too much and you have been skeptical. And there is one crucial, like really fundamental understanding from Neville Goddard and basically from practicing the law of assumption, that if you do not grasp, it will be almost impossible for you to get into a state. So in today's video, my intention is not only to explain to you how this works by contemplating on a little bit of text from Neville Goddard, but actually by the end of the video, we'll try a guided meditation, an exercise together in which you can experience with me together exactly what I have explained. So first of all, let us begin by contemplating a little bit on some of his texts from his books. And before that, if you're new to the channel and if you're studying Neville and the law of assumptions, subscribe to it, because this is basically all that we'll be doing in this channel, right? So yeah, let's begin. Here is what Neville states. And again, first we'll try to contemplate this to understand it, and then we'll try it together. So stay with me. Man cannot see how it will be possible to express that which he desires to be by so simple a law as acquiring the consciousness of the thing desired. Meaning that this law is so simple that it's hard to grasp by our consciousness. It's like it's not easy. It is like paradoxical. We cannot just accept the fact that by me feeling fulfilled, I will experience all the success I want in my life. No, it's not. Like, our mind doesn't comprehend this as easily. And the reason for this lack of faith on the part of man is that he looks at the desired state through the consciousness of his present limitations. Now, this is crucial to understand, because most of the time when we are manifesting, when we are like trying to embody the feeling of our wish fulfilled, we are doing it from a state that is contradictory to what we want. So we are not letting go, and we are not getting into present state of just naked awareness of being. We're trying to manifest from our present state of consciousness, which is sometimes it's the exact opposite of what we want. And therefore, he naturally sees it as impossible for accomplishment. This is the main reason here. And so here is what Neville states next. In order to rise to the level that you are not now expressing, you must completely drop the consciousness with which you are now identified. Do not be dismayed. This letting go is not as difficult as it might appear to be. To accomplish this seemingly impossible feat, you take your attention away from the problem and place it upon just being. Now, what does that mean? Let's contemplate of that for a while. So, what does it mean to place our awareness away from the problem? Like withdraw it away from the problem and place it on just being. It means that we cannot think. When we are getting to a state of presence awareness, it's not about thinking. It's about being. So anytime you think of a circumstance, of a problem, of a limitation on the outside, it's always a thought in your mind. So you need to let go of this attachment to thinking for a while, so that you can get to that state of presence awareness. And we'll try this in a moment again together. So take your attention away from your problem. Problems only exist in our mind, in our perception, and place it on just being. What is being? Who are you? How do you know that you exist now? Are you aware? Are you conscious? Do you hear me? Who is the one that hears me? See, all those questions, they're leading you to my presence of awareness. I am here being now. So here is another trick to doing that. You say silently but feelingly, I am. I am. Simply feel that you are faceless. Faceless, meaning that you don't have any masks, you don't have any identity. You're just being. Pure, naked presence awareness. Simply feel that you're faceless and formless. You don't have form, you don't have any body. You're not attached to how you feel. You're just being the awareness of the presence of your feelings, but without attaching to them as if they're real and without thinking about them. So you're just being there with them. And they're what are our feelings? Well, they're just energy. And so this energy, if we just stay with it without labeling it, then it naturally starts to diffuse itself, starts to like release itself, and then we become more and more formless. And again, we'll experience that in a moment. So simply feel that you are faceless and formless, and continue doing so until you feel yourself floating. Floating is a psychological state that completely denies the physical. And then from that state, enter in the consciousness of your desire already being fulfilled. This is how you get into a state. But now this sounds so much easier to say than to do it. So now let's try to practice it. Let's see how hard is it actually by practicing it together. So again, this process, it might take, I would say, up to 15 minutes. I'm not sure exactly how much, but yeah, just have your next 15 minutes free. It might be less than that, but yeah, just to be sure. That being the case, breathe. And now close your eyes with me. For a moment, focus on breathing in and breathing out. Focusing on the presence of our breathing gets us away from thinking. And now let's just repeat that. With every breath in, say to yourself, I am, mentally. And with every breath out, just experience it. Like, let yourself feel, what is it to be I am, to be here now. I am. And with every breathing out, you just surrender any attachment to sensing, to feeling something, to thinking, and you just stay with that I am. Who are you that is aware of your beingness? Because you know that you're being here, you're feeling. Maybe thoughts appear in your mind. But before going to their contents, you're just being with them. Now, who is that one that is being? Does he have a face? This existence, beingness, the awareness of being, does it have a face? Now, previously, before starting this process, you knew you were the body, you had the form of your body. But now, again, we are staying with the I am. what is the form of the I am? Does it have a form? Or is it just spacious, expansive, without any limits or restrictions, naked, without any contents, awareness of being? Can beingness, be limited to one form? It can exist within the form, but it is obviously not limited in it. It is obviously beyond the form, because every form that exists is being there. And if every form that exists is being there, it means that the quality of beingness, the awareness of being, it is beyond any of the forms that it is contained in. And now, if we note this to be true, can you surrender your attachment to the body for a moment and just let yourself be in the state of pure, naked awareness of being? And now, do not be dismayed. This is not as hard as it sounds. And now you might start feeling yourself to expand, as if the space in which you exist is not limited to the presence of the body anymore. It's going beyond that. So feel yourself. With the next breathing out, feel yourself expand, become formless. Become spacious. Go beyond any sensations. Because if you're aware, again, if you're aware of their beingness, this automatically assumes that this awareness of being is beyond the beingness in which is contained in the sensation. If you are aware of any form, you must be beyond that form. For who will be the one who is aware of it if you were the form and not the awareness of being it? Meaning that your awareness is greater than the form. Your awareness is greater than the face with which you might be identified. And so let yourself float in this state of presence awareness. Free yourself from the limitation of thinking and just feel yourself to be the presence, awareness of your beingness without form, without face, just being aware of the feeling that I am. Surrender deeply. And now you're starting to flow. Now you see and you experience yourself beyond being the form of the body, beyond being the face of your identity, of your character. You're just being there as pure presence, awareness. And from that state, let us investigate. How would you feel if your most genuine, most authentic, the most honest desire you have, how would you feel if you were already in the consciousness of it? How would you feel if it were already fulfilled? What would the feeling be like? And now let your body download this feeling through breathing. Maybe your breathing starts deepening. And again, let us ask the question, how would you feel if you were already in the presence of your desire being fulfilled now? How would that feel? Would you feel love? Would you feel fulfillment? Would you feel confidence, stability? Would you feel secure and certain that who you want to be is what you are now? Who would you be if you were already the man or woman that you wanted yourself to be? How would that feel? Now say it to yourself mentally. I am already fulfilled because so and so has happened to me. Fill in the blanks for yourself. What has happened that you experience yourself being fulfilled? With whom do you see yourself being? Are there others around you? What are they saying to you? What is your response to what you're hearing? How do you feel about it? And now let yourself experience this state of happiness, fulfillment, maybe gratitude, joy, whatever comes up. This is the consciousness of being what you want to be. Let it overwhelm your awareness. Surrender to it. Let this state of your desire being fulfilled possess you fully. You might find that a smile appears on your face, your body relaxes, maybe some waves of energy start passing and moving through it. Surrender fully. How would you feel if your desire was already being fulfilled now? There is nobody else who can make that choice for you. You are the creator. You are the awareness of your being. Meaning that there is nobody else who can inhibit your ability to just choose a state from the bridge of presence awareness. So how would you feel? Can you surrender? To what extent can you surrender to the feeling of your desire already being fulfilled? Let your imagination run wild for a while. How would you feel if you now possess the certainty and confidence and fulfillment that your desire has already happened? What would you experience being in the end? Who would you meet? What would they tell you? How would you respond to what they tell you? Now repeat that. Repeat that imaginal scene again. Let it overwhelm your consciousness. Who would you meet if what you wanted to experience was already in the past? And what would they tell you? And how would you respond to what they tell you? And now let's repeat it one last time. What you wanted to experience has already passed. it is in the past. And so, as a consequence of that, you met somebody. Whom did you meet? What did they tell you? And how did you respond to that? Lose yourself in that state. What if you surrendered fully and let your consciousness be overwhelmed by the feelings that would come up as a response to your desire already being fulfilled? What if you lifted yourself up to the consciousness of who you want to be? It feels good, doesn't it? Now take one last breath, enjoying that state. Exhale. Feel your body again. Feel your feet, your hands, your torso, waist, chest, your legs, your throat, your face. And open your eyes. So this is what is it? What it is, my friend. It's not as hard. It's not as hard as sometimes we think it is. It's just that most of us forget to pass through that state of pure naked presence awareness. And it is the bridge. Before passing through that bridge, you cannot get into the state of your desire being fulfilled. Because see how you feel now, right? Now it's like you feel fulfilled, like you feel full, you feel whole within yourself. And so anytime you want to get into the state, you need to pass through that bridge of your pure, naked presence awareness. This will make your life so much easier applying the wall of assumption. That being the case, my friend, I hope you enjoyed this practice. If this is the case, let me know in the comments below. Let me know how it felt to you. And if you've experienced the feelings of your desire being fulfilled, like this video, comment down below. Share with me what was your experience. If you feel excited, you can repeat it a couple of times over and over again if it feels in alignment. And also, if you're new to the channel, again, subscribe to the Soulful Relationships channel, because most of the things that we'll be trying in this channel is practicing the wall of assumption, contemplating Neville Goddard, and speaking about like everything related to your specific person, so that you can experience only conscious, uplifting, and meaningful relationships. And if you're also new and you haven't checked out the free training that I offer, there is a 2-hour on-demand training that will show you the 3 phases you pass through until you surround yourself only by conscious, uplifting, and meaningful relationships with everybody in your life. So if this is a vision of yours, if this is an intention that you share with me, check out the training in the link through the link in the descriptions below. Register for it, go through it, and then if you want, we can also jump on a like a discovery call where we can connect one-on-one and we can just talk about whatever feels exciting. That being the case, my friend, thank you so much for watching. See you around in the channel. Bye bye for now. I love you.